Aaron. Well, the U.S. stock markets could be in for another down day to continue the huge losses from Friday's trading.
The Dow Jones Industrials opens this morning at 12,099, but after-hours trading has market futures down more than 500 points already. That's about a 5% drop. Asian markets plunged in Tuesday's trading for a second straight day. Some of the Asian stock exchanges were down 7 and 8% at the close. European markets are showing surprising resiliency and were mixed in today's trading. Now, many analysts described Monday's trading as panic selling based on fears of a recession here in the U.S.
And for a little perspective on this story, we are joined by Lance Roberts of StreetTalk Advisors on KSEV A700. Thank you so much for coming in.
Good morning.
Lance, let's just start from the very beginning. What started this free fall?
Well, first of all, you've had a tremendous run-up in the markets over the last 5 years. We've had a 5-year secular bull market, and it's been very, very good for that. Now the economy is slowing, and the one thing that happens is that as the economy slows, earnings slow, and we have to revalue what we're paying for a stock or an investment. And so the market right now is trying to come to terms with what is the valuation of stocks in the market and for what they've been paid for, and what should they be based on the economy and where it may be.
Now, the economy is very, very critical right now. A lot of people are saying that we're moving towards a recession.
Right.
Last week, the president decided that he was going to come up with a stimulus package. It still has to be passed by Congress, though. Is that going to be a way to help the American public gain confidence in the economy all over again?
One thing is that providing stimulus to the markets, in other words, lowering interest rates or providing tax rebates, that does get cash into the hands of the consumer. The economy is made up of consumption. 70% comes from you and me, and the other 30% comes from businesses. So the more money that we can get to the hands of the consumer, either through low interest rates or through tax rebates or through tax reform, it is going to help the economy because the consumer will spend. The question still remains, though, is this really a consumption problem, or is this still a credit problem due to the subprime mortgage issue, the collateral derivatives, all the other stuff that Wall Street has done over the last few years that has put the credit system at risk? That's the question we have to answer.
Well, a lot of people are saying that this is, the economic stimulus package would be more like a Band-Aid. It not necessarily is going to stop this train wreck from happening.
No. Okay, let's start back to something very basic. The economy goes through cycles, just like we have seasons. Okay, spring, summer, winter, fall. The economy goes through a growth stage, it goes through maturity, and then it goes through a retraction or a slowdown called a recession. And everybody just assumes a recession is a really bad thing. It's just the normal part of the economic cycle. It's just being aware of what we're going into and then managing investments appropriately. Now, one thing about today is that if the markets open very sharply down, we are much more oversold on a short-term basis. In other words, there's been so much selling going on now through the whole course. We're already down 10% going into today. We're much more oversold today than we were back on September the 11th of 2001. So it's very likely that we could see a very sharp sell-off this morning and then a rebound and some buying this afternoon going into the close. Not saying that's going to happen, but we are pretty oversold at this moment, and there is going to be a lot of initial panic, but this may be an opportunity to kind of sort things out over the next couple of days.
A wait and see.
Well, like I tell my son, it's all about patience.
All right, and we're going to have patience right now. Thank you so very much, Lance Roberts. And Lance has agreed to stay with us through our next hour. So if you want to talk to him live, you can go to our website, myfoxhouston.com, and go to the blogs tab, and he'll be there blogging for you on the economy.